Over the past few years, I've had to talk a lot about character redesigns in video games because unfortunately, as time moves on, we seem to be getting further away from original designs that really capture the essence of characters that we all know and that we all love. But now we're finding out that MJ is getting a major redesign in Spider-Man 2 and fans are not happy about it. I have a few different things that I want to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, this entire situation has blown up on social media over the past 2 or so days with a couple of tweets, but this one specific one has currently over 50 million views. I mean, people are going absolutely wild debating this topic. Now, I played Spider-Man 1, I played Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I will be streaming Spider-Man 2. I am relatively excited for the game. I don't think it's going to be a game of the year for me, but I did enjoy the first one, and Miles Morales was an okay title. It definitely did not improve upon the base game as much as I wanted it to. But now we have gotten some sneak peeks at character redesigns, and Mary Jane has taken the internet by storm. Many people are now debating online over her new look. Now, this is the way that she previously looked. I mean, she was very cute, very feminine. You could definitely tell that she had this bright ginger hair. I mean, I don't know, she just looked a lot more feminine, a lot more youthful, more delicate. I really liked her original design. There were absolutely no problems with it, but this is her new redesign, and oh boy, has this really divided people. Now, I'm going to start this off with saying I do not like it. They completely changed her jawline and her chin shape. Her facial structure looks different. Her eyes look relatively the same. Her nose looks very different, and I personally like this hairstyle. I like the longer flowy hair. I mean, I didn't mind the ponytail, but it definitely looks a lot better with this style, but the color is just so wrong. I mean, it looks brown. It does not look red. There's like a tiny tinge of red here, so unfortunately, Mary Jane is not so much of a ginger anymore, which I'm definitely very disappointed to see. And overall, I just don't like this redesign, and honestly, it makes no point. Why not just use her previous character model that everybody knew and everybody really loved? But as far as we know, this game only really takes place a couple of months, roughly 4 months after Miles Morales, and the first Spider-Man game going to Miles Morales was around 6 to 7 months, so there's really only like a year time gap between character version 1 and character version 2. I mean, she looks like she's 15 years older in the new redesign. I don't understand why they did this, except for, well, they wanted to modernize her and make her look more, elegant and sophisticated. Those are the excuses that we'll hear. And well, it's not that surprising, judging by female character redesigns and just character redesigns in video games in general over the past few years. As you can see, I did put up a tweet on this. This reminds me most notably of Aloy. And I when it comes to MJ, I don't think that this character model is bad. I'm not sitting here saying that she looks awful and terrible and I hate this design, but I definitely don't like it as much as the MJ that we got in Spider-Man 1 on PlayStation 4. But yeah, I mean, it reminds, I think, everyone most notably of Aloy. She went from having like a very feminine facial structure and body type to them chunking her up and making her look like 15 years older, and she just didn't look as good. This has also happened in Spider-Man already. We had gotten a newer Peter Parker design that was supposed to look closer to Tom Holland that, in my opinion, just did not look good. I mean, I preferred the original model they had for him, but people are very upset because, of course, it's Mary Jane. People love her. People have a very kind of set in stone image of the way that she should look. People are joking, saying Granny Jane. Wow, this is just awful. I knew Marvel Publishing despised Mary Jane for some reason, but apparently so does Insomniac. Yeah, this is kind of one of the most notable designs of MJ, and she looks great here. It's not just the cleavage, it's not just the small waist. She's got the flowy long red hair. She just looks feminine overall. Just a great character design. People are doing the Spider-Man face palms. She looks so much older and not as cute. I feel like Insomniac are purposefully just trying to make us Black Cat fans. I mean, I love Black Cat. I think a lot of people here are going to be Black Cat fans, but she definitely does look a lot older, not as feminine, and just not as cute. Again, this design is not awful. It's not like the worst design I've ever seen in a character. She just looks different. All that crime fighting just to come home to this. Not the same person, no way. I'm disappointed. And clearly, a lot of other people are very disappointed as well. Mid Jane, she's not ugly, but that's simply not Mary Jane Watson. Her mom looks great, but where's Mary Jane? Imagine trying to save the world and coming home to this. She's absolutely mid. Yeah, and there was another tweet that did kind of blow up. These are all of the new characters and also character redesigns. And yeah, there's a lot of people saying things like, why does everyone just look terrible? Mary and Harry were done dirty. This looks atrocious. These look AI generated, and honestly, they kind of do look a little bit AI generated. I think it's just because of the textures. There's not really any texture here. Everything looks very flat, very plain, very mediocre. I think that that's probably why everybody is joking about it being AI generated. But yeah, we are getting a new Mary Jane redesign in Spider-Man 2, and people are definitely fighting back against this. I mean, 50 million views in only a few days. It's gone absolutely viral on social media, and it's easy to see why. People are disappointed. People are not really big fans of this new redesign, and honestly, it's just a big downgrade. It's unfortunate. I can't really say I'm surprised, judging by how many characters, and more specifically female characters, over the past few years in games that we've seen be completely changed, toned down. And while this character model is not the worst that I've ever seen, it is definitely not the best and not the MJ we all know and love and we're hoping to see in this sequel. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.